Your co-chairman, Keith Bratcher's back here behind me, your other co-chairman. We once again want to welcome you to Louisville's annual Science Fiction and Fantasy Convention. What we're going to do, like we always do every year at our opening ceremonies, introduce you to our guests, tell you a little bit about them, tell you the things that are going on for the weekend, give you a chance at the end, like always, to announce your room parties, anything that might be going on you want to let us know about. If there's anything we can do, committee members or myself, just let us know. We'll be glad to help you in any way we can. What I'm going to do is turn it over to Keith. He's going to talk to you about programming a little bit, talk to you about our guests, again, everything that's going on. Keith?
Yeah. Howdy. Normally this is Jessica's job, but some of you have seen she's feeling a little under the weather and has a voice issue right now, so I got tagged. So, sorry. I know it's not a fair trade, but that's what you get. So, we're going to talk. I'm not going to bore everybody with reading the biographies and stuff that are in the program book. Hopefully you will look at them. There's some really fascinating bits of information in there on our guests. I am going to briefly introduce each of the guests, give them a chance to, if they'd like to say a few words. If not, you know, that's cool too. You get a chance to hang out with them all weekend long. That's what it's all about, right? I'm going to start down here with Eric Appelhoff. Some of you may not be real familiar with his work unless you've been a volunteer. If you've been a volunteer, you're very familiar with his work because Eric has designed every year our volunteer shirt and has done a remarkable job. He came up with the concept of the platypus being that conglomeration, kind of pull it all together, a conglomeration creature, and we think it's great. And he's done an awesome job every year. If you have not seen this year's design yet, it is hanging at the registration desk behind. It's an awesome another design by Puss Jones this year, and he's one of ours, so we're real proud to welcome him as a guest of honor. Eric? one of those silent artists, I figured that, so that's why I started with him. But next to him is Eric Fortune. Eric is an artist from Columbus, Ohio. Has got a remarkable work. If you've seen some of the artwork, if you've had a chance to get into the art show yet, if not, get in there. His is in there. It's tremendous. And again, another tremendous artist that we're proud to have here. We've had some remarkable artists here the last few years, and it's always nice when we can bring in yet another one. And he's fairly close, from Columbus, Ohio. So, Eric, would you like to say a few words? No. I'm getting a trend here. You know, everybody's ready to get the convention going. Artists are like that. Now, I can get a feeling we'll get a little more into this, and you'll see why I did it in this order. Next is Ann Crispin, also known as A.C. Crispin. Some of you have been reading her works for longer than you care to admit. I'm one of them. Remarkable from a multiple fan base of Star Wars and Star Trek and other writings, and we're thrilled to have her, and she's going to be doing some very interesting panels, her and Michael, who I'll talk about in a second, and they're also doing a special little workshop for some of you that were lucky enough to be signed up on the Conglomeration email list. Those of you who know what I'm talking about were in the group that got a chance to get in there quick, right? Any of the groups that's going to be in the workshop in here? Anybody? Yeah, there's a few. Okay, very lucky. All right, that's a reason to get on our mailing list. Trust me, you want to be there. Good things happen. Okay, and would you like?
I'll say a few words, especially for the workshop.
There you go.
Okay, hi. How you doing? I'm really thrilled to be here tonight in Louisville. Did I say it right? Anyway, we took the afternoon because we didn't have any programming until now, and drove over to the bluegrass country and looked at the horses. And since I am a total horse freak, and I have been since I was, I don't know. I used to ride the arm of the couch, I think, before I could walk. And I have a 34-year-old Appaloosa mare that I tenderly care for. She's blind as a bat, but she knows her mommy, and if I whistle, she comes. Anyway, so I can't, it'll be nice when she finally goes, peacefully, I hope, and I can get a horse that I can ride again. But till then, other people have been kind enough to let me train some of their horses. So this is, when I found out that the farms were like right in the center of town, I was like shocked and horrified. My husband said, we will find you a horse. So we went way out to Lexington today and we saw some brood mares, and you know, this is just beautiful, beautiful country, and you folks are very lucky to live here. Maryland has a lot of horses, and you know, it's beautiful there too, but you know, there's something about that grass. It is not really blue. I have to clue you in, I'm sorry. But it's really, really green. Anyway, to anybody who is in my workshop, and tomorrow it's between 11 and 1, as far as I know, there were 9 confirmed and 1 person who was iffy. So you might check in with Jess or Keith and find out if that person is confirmed, because I can take 10 and you had to sign up in advance. If you have so far written a query letter to an agent, and that's what the workshop is about, it's how to get a real literary agent while avoiding, you know, scammers and stuff, bring your query letter. And that's what we will devote the second hour of the workshop to doing, is critiquing query letters and helping you get the very best possible query letter. And it's free with your con membership. Okay, so, and one of the things that we'll be talking about while I'm here is, you probably noticed that I'm signed up for 2 Pirates panels. That's because I was signed last year by Disney to do the first full length. We don't say adult because that has connotations, and it is Disney, Pirates of the Caribbean novel. So I can talk a little bit about it. Basically, at this point, it looks like I'm going to be writing a prequel, and I think, if it gets approved. And I'll be writing the story of how Captain Jack actually became a pirate. So, arr. Arr.
All right, obviously a lot of cool stuff happening, huh? All right, next to her, Michael Capabianco. Close on the name.
That was perfect.
Wow. Okay, I've been practicing. Michael is the current president of the Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers of America, and we are very honored to have him here as well. He will be talking, obviously, on some of those topics, and then some of the topics that they will be doing panels together. Look in the program guide. They're broken down by tracks and by the guests. Kind of did a little different in the program book, so you guys can follow your favorite guests and kind of get some crossways that way. There have been some changes to programming, which I'll cover at the end, as far as locations, for the most part. And we'll talk about that after that. Michael?
Yeah. Well, rather than standing up, I will take the sitting down option. First of all, I have to make an obligatory comment about the earthquake, which shook us out of our beds last night. No, actually, we slept right through it, but it was a great welcome, and kind of fit in with the Louisville welcome we got yesterday, where Keith and Jessica showed us around and took us to Buca di Beppo, which was an experience in itself. So, oh, no. Anyway, we're really looking forward to this convention. It's been great so far. We haven't even started yet.